fuck, don't be the head. I had some drought on high tech and I came home.
All right, so we had
That my first show. I swear to God, the first show was the worst show.
I feel like I'm forcing a trade here, but I'm not. We had a zone that has liquidity all the way down to the far side, on the south side, but it didn't have the freshest of clearest fair value gap. I want to show it to y'all, but so, and then we did get that price wicks below the zone, gave us a displacement 30 second time frame. Yep, so let me show you a 15-second time frame. We didn't have displacement, but we have 3 good buy candles coming out of the zone, and 1 hour time frame. You see the strong sell candle, strong buy candle. So this one is the base candle. It right here is inside the fair value gap plus. We didn't get a close above. So for clear intent, I would need a close above that candle. We didn't get that, which is not good. Indecision. So for intent, I'd need a close above that candle, which I didn't get. So far, I'd say not my system. But price could still go and close above right here, because what smart money is doing is invalidating most of these zones before it gives that strong push. Like it's literally making a pathway to go to where it wants to go. So it's either it's gonna respect the reversal or sellers are gonna push price lower, because sell strength is very strong right now, is what I can see. So it's quite obvious buyers wanted to reverse price back to the upside here, but it looks like sellers are not having it. We just did a reprice after failing to close above. If this candle closes above, it might be. Still didn't give a clean close. Yeah, we still didn't get a clean close, so not my system. This is very choppy. It is still somewhat intent, as price did push above the first leg, but we didn't get a close above. So see, if I had entered there, my stop probably would have been run. Because say I get a partial close, retracement, continuation above right here, I'd be stopped out. And this is why I say my system is so good, because regardless of me not trusting a zone or whatever, and I think there's liquidity below here because we just created a swing high, swing low, and then we made a new high. So we had liquidity below here, but sellers are still stronger. So price could even come back and retest here before we get that valid reversal. But what I'm saying is the system is so good that it can save me from taking a stupid trade or a manipulation or a manipulative reversal like this, because as you see, my system has rules and knowledge, price knowledge. Basically, it's built off price knowledge. It's built basically off literally how the market moves, because I read price like the back of my hand. That's how my system was built, just based off price knowledge and market mastery and experience and how I read price moves, because I read what price is doing, why it's doing it, how, and etc. So yeah, more than likely. And then we did get a close below the this demand right here. So which is not good because that shows intent. We failed to close above multiple times, and then we're gonna close below the demand. So smart, huh? Yeah, we did close below, so that kind of shows price is gonna push lower. I could go for a continuation trade here, but price could still go higher. The only intent would be a close below this, then continuation. So for right now, we have nothing. For right now, we're just waiting for price to decide where it wants to go. So far, it's showing intent, but not the clearest. All right, there we go. So with this now, I could do a continuation trade if I get a close below. That's not something I don't know, bro. My system isn't really continuation trades. Should I? I feel like I should. Ooh, damn. So I push back to the downside, I could easily get in right now for a continuation. I don't know if I want to do that because it's not my system. That's the whole point of this, to trade my system. Should I just paper trade it? I feel like I'd want to just paper trade it, to be honest. My system is basically pace trajectory, plus reversals. So yeah, I could have took this, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just paper trade it. Say my stop was right here. Let's see what this would have came out to if I had took this. It should hit, but it's just not my system. And I don't wanna, and then we got our next close below. Clear intent. So yeah. I'm smart as fuck, dude. That's one thing. I'm so smart, I'm so good at this thing that I can be a billionaire easily just by focus and discipline. Literally. Because look at this. I can read price so well that I could take gambling trades just like all these gamblers on fucking TikTok and Instagram and etc. But at the same time, why would I do that when I have a system? The system was made to be followed. Why would I go ahead and trade outside my system? It doesn't make sense. So the only thing to do basically is to follow my system, right? Why would I not follow my system? That's the correct thing to do. Follow your system. And then we have a drop base. If we get a push below there, then that's the next drop. And I feel price is just gonna drop straight to wherever it wants to go, I guess. We did we close there? I can't tell if we closed below the structure there. So yeah, we didn't get a close below right there, but we do have a little buy side liquidity above that candle wick, above that indecisive candle wick. So if price goes back up there, we should or still could get a pushback down to the downside. Failed to close below once more. So yeah. But so far, as I said, sellers are in full control of market structure right now. Plus, um, with smart money, sellers are moving with smart money right now. You can tell there's a lot of selling pressure in the market. We probably have just took out a next liquidity on on the um, on the south side, which is what's causing this pushback to the upside. But yeah, all right. So there, price took out the liquidity. You can see the way the liquidity affect price. You saw that wick down, so that shows liquidity was there. So if we could get the price pushes higher, so be it. But also we just create liquidity below here again. Three equal low candles. So a push below here, we should go straight to TP, and then price could even come back to retest right here. Who knows? But indecision candle again. After taking out that liquidity and failing to push lower instantly, we have an indecision candle. We just wicked below the indecision for a fake out, plus a reprice on this little fair value gap right here. Get away, man. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. So far it does show buyers stepping back in, which is good because Nasdaq has been selling all morning, all day, all morning. And if you go to the 15-second time frame, you could see a small little reversal, but it is choppy. If anything, it is choppy. And as I say, price could still come back to run this liquidity right above here. Just right above this candle. We could still come back to run that liquidity right above here. Because we did have very strong intent, and we could get a reversal from that liquidity that was swept, but who knows? Sellers could still push price lower. Because after we invalidate this, it's over with because we have nothing really above here that should stop price from going up. Here we have a little micro swing high liquidity here. Lower time frame liquidity above this swing high. So yeah. As you can tell, buyers are stepping in with strength because we had impulse. And the 15-second time frame they show clearer, but yeah, we have many impulsive candles coming out of down here, but it is choppy because it does show sellers are like each time buyers push up, sellers push back down. Indecision candle again. I've never seen so many indecision candles in my life. But yeah, we could still get a week off right there. But more than likely, it could still just take me out before it goes down. Like, say I was in a trade, I mean. Not literally, because I'm not in a trade. What I'm going to do is put the stop above the zone. So that way you know if you lose, it's a good loss. Alright, so we did tap the zone, which is right here. Okay, look how price is reacting to it. And so far we only had one swing high, swing low. This closed above, and then this one failed to close 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Now if this candle closes with a good displacement, full displacement, then that's not good for buyers because sellers definitely can push price all the way back down. And then we do have swing low liquidity below here. But yeah, there we go. And I took this thing out to draw this fucking zone, but I didn't. My bad. But yeah. And if this doesn't go hit TP, that just shows you why you don't trade. Um, you don't take trades that's not your system because it's just choppy as fuck right now. And that's exactly because buyers and sellers are literally fighting just for who takes control right now. But you see that. Buyers done took out sell side liquidity and maybe want to push higher. But sellers wants to go lower for more liquidity. Because that's how price has been doing for the past fucking month. Just leaving liquidity behind. Not even tapping most of my zones. But that doesn't matter because the system is so good that I don't really force trades. I don't, literally. That's how good the system is. And all it requires is focus and discipline. Focus and discipline, you can never go wrong. Alright, so we do have smart money working, especially on the 1 minute, on the 15-second time frame. You can see smart money clearing out orders on the 15-second time frame. We had a wicking out most of the unfilled orders on a buy engulfing candle, so that weakens the zone. So if sellers should push down, we should just get a push right through that specific zone. There we go. There we go. So we are getting that push. I feel like I should post stuff like this because I'm so great at reading price. It's something 99% of people, our traders, can't do. Yeah, whatever. This is just to be if this was a sell continuation trade. And we just need two intel. We need a close below this. Oh, that's a wicked wick out. We need a push below that white line and also this. But we just don't need a push. We need a close. Oh, nice. All right, there we go. So we should somewhat go hit TP. If not, then I'm just fucking tweaked out. But based on what price just did, we should go and hit TP. I am paper trading right now. This isn't a real trade. But I'm just breaking it down to y'all as it goes. When a reversal fails, how you could get in a sell setup without forcing a trade or receiving a stupid loss. Because if I didn't have price knowledge, I'd leave my stop right here. Most people would put their stop literally right where the liquidity is, which doesn't make sense. At that point, you're going to become liquidity, right? But yeah. As you can see, price is still failing a lot to push lower, even though we did have intent. A lot of strong intent closing on the sell side. But we still have price. Why is the push up higher? Because we are in a higher time frame demand, 1 hour demand, I think, where smart money exists. Price had left from there to push very high, so I think that's like a major swing low that causes a very strong move in the market. But if we have intent, price should respect that intent. unless we get a reversal pushback higher, because we do have a displacement right there. So if we get that reversal, then it might be a cooked continuation. And again, this is why I don't take trades that's not my system, because it gets hectic. Just like this. Like you'll be stuck in a chopped trade for decades. Because you entered exactly when it's chopped, when price isn't showing clear intent, or it's not your system, indecisive price action, just noise, basically. You get caught in the trap. Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Shit, 20 minutes. I've been recording for 20 minutes. But yeah, I might post this video and title it How to Take Continuation Trades. But that's if it hits the TP. I could just move the TP to the bottom of that new swing low right there. But nah, TP stays where TP's at. If it goes back up and supposedly hit my paper trade stop loss, that's its problem. But based on my read, as long as we don't push above this and get a close above it, we should be good. Because the close would be intent. We have strong buying pressure coming out of the zone, plus a retracement, plus reprice. So if price does that, sellers might have some problem. People love to go short. That's one thing I've noticed. People love to go short on the market. Because when the market does correction, it's basically a short, right? If I'm not tweaking. That's just based off my observation too. The market is trending up. We get a correction. Gambler is short. For what reason? Oh, I'm just going with the dip. Ah, dude, you're gambling. Gambler of the county. Coward of the county. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble if you can. Go, Carl, what's up? I'll go. I really want to lock in and make content trading videos, but sometimes I just don't really care. It's to benefit people who wants to learn trading, but at the same time, instead of trying to learn, people will just come on the video and try to fucking leave opinions instead of learn shit when they don't know shit. But that's okay. This world is run off opinions, as you can see. That's why social media is so famous these days, because that's all this world is run off of, opinions. But yeah, as you can see again, we pushed lower. Failed to close below though, which I didn't like that. I'm talking as if I'm in the trade. DA shut you. But yeah. Also, I'd love to give you guys just a face cam video of me taking these trades, or just etc. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. There we go. TP hit. Nasdaqistan strikes again. But yeah, easy sell continuation trade setup, but it comes with price knowledge, not just a sell continuation. Like you need to understand what price is doing, why it's doing why it's doing what it's what the fuck? Why it's doing what it's doing, and etc. This is why I'm so good at trading, because I can read price like the back of my hand. It's all it's all what would I say? You can read price so good based off what it shows you it wants to do. And that comes with intent. Just as in real life, most people have fake intent. The reason you do stuff has an intent, and etc. Just blah blah blah. Yeah. But yeah. And then when I do stuff like this, I'm just like, damn, I'm smart as fuck, bro. Damn, bro. I'm so smart, bro. Damn, bro. But to be honest, it's just I always lock the fuck in. That's what it is. I need to stop cursing too. Yeah, but I always just lock in. If I want something, I will get it, regardless of what it is. Like when I first started trading, I didn't know shit. I used to recognize patterns, but I really didn't know most of what I'm doing. It just slowly starts to click. Because my first strategy that I created was just that at open, price would push below pre-high or pre-low, tapped into a fair value gap, and then bounce from that. Because you know pre-low and pre-high have liquidity. It's pre-market liquidity trapped above or below those highs and lows. And I created a strategy just based off observation, how the market moves and patterns and what it shows it wants to do. I created a strategy off that, but it used to, at one point it worked, but then when market conditions were a little just super volatile, and even when you read price, it does whatever it wants. In those times, my stop loss used to get cooked, bro. And I had to just fail, go back and fix what I need to fix. Each time I fail, I go back and fix, but I still was like getting wins here and there after my system was like cooked. But not my system, my strategy. But then I slowly just keep failing, keep trying again, keep failing, going back to fixing the problem. Because you need to identify why did you lose? What could you have done better to maybe not lose, or to enter the trade better, or whatever it is. You need to find that problem and fix the problem, regardless of whatever. Like, don't lose and then go try to force a next trade. Don't lose and then be hard on yourself. Yes, you should, but at the same time, you need to you need to be better. That's why you face obstacles in life, for you to learn from it and be better. Not for you to succumb to those obstacles. Same thing in trading. In life, you're gonna go through hardship, but it only makes you harder. Most people face stuffs, accept it, and just give up. No, you accept it, find out what the problem is, learn from it, fix it, and progress. And that's how you be better, because you're not striving to just fail and give up. You're striving to be better every day. And you get up every day and give 100% in whatever you do. Even if it's failing, give 100%. Because what? Everybody fails at some point. And to progress, you need failure. Greatness requires pain. Greatness requires failing. If you're not failing, you're not trying enough, basically. But yeah, like I've built this strategy slash system from failing and from wanting to be great at trading so bad that I used to just sit and watch this thing 24/7 just to learn how it moves, why it does what it does. And from that, I gained a lot because the market does show you patterns, intent, and many other things. Just like this. This I could take a buy setup from this. We have displacement, retracement, closing above, clear intent, um, retracement, continuation right here. But then we have liquidity above here. We do have liquidity above there. That's why you see price just did that wick thing. But yes, you get what I'm saying. Like, market mastery comes with, what would I say? It comes with full focus and discipline. It comes with wanting it so bad that you'll sit here 24/7 just to make sure before you get up from this monitor or whatever screen you're looking at, you did learn something from the market. Like the market is basically just as though life is a teacher. Life is the ultimate teacher. The market, the same thing. Nobody has to teach you trading. If you want it that bad and you sit down and you dedicate the time into learning, you can grasp so much information just by watching these candlesticks move. And make use of your notes on your phone. Like my note on my phone has like 4,000 note right now. That thing takes up, I think, like 20 gigs on my phone, and that's all just info on either um, stuff that I write down, ideas, or just what I learned from trading. And I also had a book, but I don't really use books anymore because I don't really see the point. That's what we have technology for. Make use of them in the best ways. But yeah, this was a beautiful trade. If I was to take it, it was still a little risky because, as I say, we did clear out sell side liquidity for now. There's still more liquidity below the zone that I was in, but there's still more sell side liquidity. Price wants to push lower. No, sellers wants to push lower, buyers want to push higher. So you will get a choppy. What you will get from that is a choppy market structure, not structure, choppy price action, and yeah, just buyers and sellers fighting between each other, are also just smart money gaining strength, just filling all orders to get strength to push higher or lower. Because smart money knows what it wants to do. You just have to learn to read price to follow smart money. Because smart money is gonna do what it wants to do, regardless. But it does show you what it wants to do. Literally everything this market does, it shows you. There's points where you can read it, but you still need intent. You can read that price wants to push lower, but you can't just enter blindly. You need the intent that yes, price is ready to go lower. And that's where forcing a trade or FOMO comes in. You get a fake out and you jump in and then you got cooked. Because it was literally just a liquidity sweep and you got cooked. But yeah, man, like anybody can learn trading. That's what I'm saying. Like all it takes is just full focus and discipline, and also you gotta want it so bad that you're You have to push your brain to, you have to push your brain past any limit you create in your own mind. Like, you have to push your brain to the extent where you're gonna just stare at this thing and tell yourself, I want to know why it's doing what it's doing. And if you sit there long enough trying to figure that out, you will find out. Moral of the story. Literally. But yeah. See, could have took this by, if I was a gambler, at least. If I was taking trades based off my price knowledge and just my market mastery, how well I read price, because I can read this thing like the back of my hand. I can read everything what it's doing right now and why it's doing it, or where it wants to go. We have strong liquidity above here. But yeah, dude, like, yeah, man. But yeah, I do want to start making videos just based off my system, the system that I've created. This trade wasn't my system, but when my system failed to play out, this is what shows up. A easy continuation trade. It's either a continuation or it's pushing lower for the actual reversal. But when price gets this choppy, usually somebody do take control at some point. So you see how choppy it is right now. We did fail to close right here. This was like the last close. Then we did have a one more push outside the zone. Massive wick out. Price failed to push lower after this retest into here. Failed to push lower. Displacement coming out of this little consolidation plus choppy area. Displacement, mitigation, continuation, closing above, and then we have an next pause. Price deciding if it should push lower, push higher. We went higher, but also there's nothing right here stopping price from push higher. Here we have a little supply area right here, but it shouldn't stop price. Smart money wants to go for liquidity, it's gonna go for it. If it wants to go for more unfilled orders, it will do that. But yeah, I might just stop this video a little bit. Before I do, I'll go ahead and take a next photo. 30-second, also on the 15-second time frame. Boom. And 1 minute time frame. Look how majestic this trade looks, dude. Galileo. As you can see, 1 minute time frame was pure intent also. So you had price failed to push lower, then we did get that push lower, but because right here we didn't have the clearest of intent, buyers wasn't allowing sellers to push really lower because sellers failed to like show dominance right here. I'd say, let's just use that word. They failed to show strength that yes, we are in control, and then they created a swing high right here, which is liquidity. Because after failing to push lower, buyers try to push higher, which causes a correction plus reprice. Sellers re-strengthen, push lower. A lot of sell stops left behind right here from people who probably short right here. Ride the wave down to right here. Price couldn't push lower because it didn't have enough strength. Went back up for liquidity plus more unfilled orders, got that, and then the next reversal, push back down to the downside, closing below intent. This one also closed below, which is intent, and then we had failing to push lower again. But so far on this side, we do have price also failing to close above, which shows we are just probably going for a liquidity sweep again before I push lower. But also we can't just predict that or say that. We have to get the confirmation from price itself. We have to get the intent the price wants to do that. That's where a lot of profits and losses go away. People hoping or trying to predict market price actions. And it doesn't work like that because this thing can do whatever it wants. That's one thing for sure. The market does whatever it wants, regardless. You just have to read what it shows you and follow what it wants to do. But there were times where price were just unreadable. No, it's never unreadable. I can read price, as I say, like the back of my hand, no matter what market conditions are. It just requires you having a system and not taking bullshit trades. Because that's what the system is for, right? You follow your system, you could never lose. It's 99% chance you win on a system that's like the fucking blueprint. My system is literally the blueprint. It literally just shows you that too. If a buy setup fails, I can easily take a sell setup, but it doesn't just require me jumping right back into the market as soon as I didn't get the buy setup. Not jumping back into because I wasn't in there at first. But say I'm waiting for a buy setup, it fails, it didn't play out. I see that price is gonna push lower. You can't just jump in. You need the clear intent that that's what price is doing, because it could just be a wick below that reversal leg and then price just goes straight back up. It could just be a fake out. It could just be a reach out for more unfilled orders for a reprice or whatever price is doing. But yeah, this slow consolidation could just even result in a reversal back to the upside, because that's how smart money works. If the zone doesn't cause a reversal instantly, price will do this, consolidate. And that basically is a calm before the storm. It's just processing, it's just filling orders, it's collecting all the orders and strength it can before it shoots back up or pushes lower. So smart money is just, and so far we've been failing to close above one, two, many times. We've been failing to close above a lot right here. But as I say, it's just the calm before the storm, before price deciding what it wants to do, and that's common. That right there is normal. Smart money does do that before it decide where it wants to go. Just gaining strength, refilling orders, and yeah. And then we do have a higher time frame intent right here. So clearly we have price closing below this signal. So that makes this just look like a correction, which that's what it is. It's just filling the imbalances that price left. Smart money hates to leave or see imbalance, because that's unfilled orders, obviously. I'm talking about obviously. Nigga, like, shut the fuck. But yeah. Smart money doesn't like to leave unfilled orders, and that's why we get that little swing high right there. But yeah, so far it was a calm day. I didn't get any trade set up. We have 30 more minutes before 11:30. So yeah. So I'm guessing this liquidity right here, this major swing on liquidity, is what's causing price to have that little bounce. Did we take this one out? No, we didn't. We didn't. Dong dong dong's a whore. What the hell's wrong with me? But yeah, that's it for this recording. If you guys do want me to uh make a video of my system that I've created, it's literally unstoppable. I'll tell you that. Like, the system is so good, you shouldn't be losing. Only way you lose is if you're on the wrong side of probability, or you aren't disciplined or focused. It requires 1,000% focus and a million% discipline. So if it's not your system, don't take the trade. Everything needs to align, and when that trade hits, you can it can result in a life-changing trade setup, because that's the amount of money you can make from trading my system. And me trading, most of the times I don't really care about the money, it's how great I am. Like, I surprise myself sometimes by how smart I am, how much I've mastered candlesticks just from failing. I used to fail so much that I created this system, and now it's like a superpower. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might not know what I'm saying, but yeah. But yes, if you guys want me to make a video breaking down my system, I need to at least show you guys a trade where was my system. But I do have some in my charts. I do have a lot of trade setups in my chart that was my system. I don't post every trade because the YouTube algorithm sometimes don't make them go viral, and I know you should post a lot before your videos actually get viral, but stuff's be going viral that's so trash. And people can make the most dumbest shit on YouTube and it goes viral. And you'll post something with so much information and the algorithm is like, yeah, he knows too much. And then don't make your video go viral. But I don't know shit, man. I don't know shit. I'm just yapping, okay? I'm just yapping. But yeah, as I say, I will be, no, if you guys want me to, I will make a video breaking down my full system and showing you guys how to catch A+ setups with great win rewards, especially on NASDAQ. Perfect entry, perfect exit, what to look for before taking the trade, and etc. Well, yeah. I'd say it's this is a nice little sell continuation setup, also, as I say. So we had price opening literally right here, 9:30. So this used to be my first strategy. So 9:30 would just wick below preload. This line is preload right here, this purple line. 9:30 wick below preload, tap into a fair value gap that's either on the lower time frame or higher time frame. It's somewhere over here to the left, but yeah, whatever. Price would tap into that and then just spike higher or pushes to wherever it wants. And doing this, you could risk 1 to 2 or 1 to 1, and you'd make a good risk to reward done for the day, basically. That used to be my first strategy, but it also comes with price knowledge and etc. I'm just explaining the basics. But yeah, that used to be my first strategy, and then it kind of used to just be whack. But yeah, we're at 50 minutes now, so I'm gonna just stop this video. But yeah, leave down in the comments. I might post this video on YouTube, so if I do, you guys see this, leave down in the comments what video you guys want me to make. Because basically, as I said, I've mastered trading and I have no problem helping a a person who wants to know more or learn about trading. There was a point where I used to text traders and ask them questions, and then none of them used to answer. They used to ignore the shit out of my questions. It's not like I'm asking them for help. I just be asking just based like what broker you use, and they act like they can't answer, you know. But yeah, if anything, that just fueled me into trying for myself. And a trader also said it. I used to follow this female trader called Her Trading, and I was watching one of her stories. That's like a year ago or two or whatever, and she was saying like, try it for yourself. Yeah, she was saying like, try it for yourself. You don't really need help from anybody. And I went ahead and I mean, that's what I was already doing. But when she said it, it kind of like confirmed to me, like, yeah, I'm already trying it for myself, and it's somewhat, it's 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 the pieces are filling in, you know. But when she said that, it's like it was like, oh yeah, hearing confirmation from an ex trader who has that it had worked for, that if you tried it for yourself, because nobody tell you shit in this world or in this industry. You just have to go out and do shit for yourself. Nobody's gonna give you shit. Nobody's gonna tell you shit. The slightest information, people act like they wanna sell it to you, which is cool. But when the fuck do we start selling words or information? You can't take it to your grave. I mean, yeah, it's in your head. It's your it's your information. It's in your head. So yeah, basically you would take it to the. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. If there's anything you guys want to know or videos you guys want me to make or just a breakdown of my system, I will definitely do that because I am super bored when I'm home too because I have nothing to do. I didn't take a trade today. As you can see, literally 20 minutes left and still haven't got any setups. I'm just here taking pictures. I can read this thing 24/7, but sometimes I just sit back and let the market work. Then I just market management, do my little labels, my little blah blah blah, my little whoop-de-woos, and etc. It might look confusing right now, but it makes a lot of sense. How price even react to most of these zones or liquidity. It teaches you a lot. You get to see what work, what doesn't work, what price does, what type of zones actually cause price to take a big turn, like something like this. We had like so many liquidity below here. Price cleared out all of it, went back to retest right. This below right here has liquidity plus unfilled orders. Smart money already like this here because we already had price wicking into here and giving us a big ass push all the way up here. So this is like a major swing low liquidity. Plus we have one, two, three, four liquidity areas below there. The likely chance of price coming back down here for a retest, you're gonna get a massive move. It's quite obvious. Quite obvious. And that's exactly what you got. But the thing is, this happened at, oh yeah, 10 a.m. But yeah, zones like this also could be my system, but I don't use those in my system. But yeah, if you guys want to know my system is and how I go about taking trades, yes, I'll definitely break that down. But it's something similar to this. Liquidity plus unfilled orders equals major market moves. 509, you know, 5. Shut up, bro. But yeah, it's time to end this recording. 54 minutes. Yep, I'm out. It was a beautiful sort of setup though. Could have easily took that, made like 1 to 3 risk reward, but it requires some tweaking. It requires, some people would say, "Why are you moving your stop loss, bro?" Blah blah blah. You have to adjust to market. You have to adjust to whatever you're reading, whatever your instinct tells you, whatever your read tells you. You have to adjust to that. And most people feel like, oh, you're you're gambling, you're this, you're that. No, bro. It's literally just off knowledge. If if you put your stop right in the middle of uh fair value gap inside a supply zone or demand zone, you're setting yourself up for failure. Yes, risk management is good. Um, risk management is something everybody should always master and have, but at the same time, that's where you should make the first correct um, decision as to where you're putting your stop loss. Because if you're entering the trade putting your stop loss inside the the kill zone, you're gonna be dead, basically. But yeah, this video was just a video showing you guys a sales continuation. No, it turned into a yap session. As I said, I might post it because I don't really. I might post it. I don't know what I'm gonna title it though. But yeah, I'm gonna end this trade right now. If you guys want more information on anything, comment down below. I will do that. And the next thing, you see how this came back all the way down here the week below this zone, but didn't close below it. It shows again smart money likes this area right here. Look how many times we have price leaving from just right down here. It's like a resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Come back down here. Boom, boom, boom. Go back up. Boom, boom, boom. Come back down. Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, yeah. As I say, just let me know what you guys want to know, and I will make videos on that. Because as I say, I don't mind, and I need YouTube video ideas at least. So yeah, peace.